Happy Friday, everybody. Clint had this wonderful idea that I got roped into. I'm very excited about it. So I forgot my books. Clint?
Yes.
Can you go get my books? So we found some books about camping. Some about trailers, some of them are just about camping because there's actually not a lot of books out there with like trailers in them. So, if you were thinking about a career change, writing children's books about RVing, there's a need for it.
Opportunity.
Yeah, there's definitely an opportunity. But we found a couple, and Clint set up a fancy little studio so I can read them to you. Am I going to be able to see comments?
I can bottom up, yeah. Plus it'll be here.
Cool. So, hi everybody. Say hi to me. Oh, this is heavy. Our Amazon books did not arrive until about 2 minutes ago. So Clint and I were doing that thing where you just like click refresh on the Amazon tracking to see if it'll get here in time.
Start with this box.
I'm sure you guys have never done that before, right? Hi, Facebook user. Who's that?
It just says Facebook user.
I'll log into the community page so I can say hi back. How's everyone's Friday? Anybody going camping? Plans? Plans for camping? I had a camping trip planned for this weekend. Then I canceled it. So.
Why'd you cancel?
It's Nikki. Hello. Nikki, I want to get with you and Chris about ordering some of those achievement badge stickers for the rally, like having a bunch of them. So I was just looking at them online. I think they're great. I want to order some, but like a lot. So I'll message you. All right, let's see what books we have. As you log on, say hi so I know you're watching. PJ is sitting crisscross applesauce in front of me. So, if you didn't know, I was a preschool teacher before I came to work at Princess Craft. It's my favorite job ever. Princess Craft, of course. All right, this first one I got, y'all can tell me which one you want me to read. This first one I got because I thought the pictures were really cute and it was super inclusive because this was one of the only books I found. It's so cute. So, there's that one. Staring at that ring light is messing with me. Llama Llama Loves Camping. Because I don't know if y'all have ever read the Llama Llama books, but I have, and the original ones at least are super fun to read and rhyming. Am I going too slow? All right. Scared Squirrel Goes Camping. Also a fun series that I used to read to my preschool kids because the squirrel is scared of everything, so it kind of teaches you how to be safe. And I thought this one had the cutest pictures. And obviously made me think of Amy, even though it's a Mr., but you know. A Camping Spree with Mr. McGee. Isn't that cute? And he's in a little teardrop. It's just the cutest thing. This one has a lot of words, so don't make me read this one. All right. Here's one that we found. I'm not sure why this book exists, but it's called Adventures of Grandpa's Dentures. Ivory Goes Camping. So apparently it's a whole series, where his teeth do things. I don't even know. This is the weirdest thing. A children's book about dentures. Going camping. Where's my other box? I think I'm don't know. Do any of y'all camp with kids? Do you read to them? Do you read to them about camping? Do you have books we don't know about? Here's some paper for the rally. All right, we have Good Night Campsite, because every single activity in the world needs a good night book. Subpart images. Oof, pretty bad images. The tent mouse and the RV mouse. How cute is that? Do you get it? Because all camping is camping, tent or RV. Or maybe that's the lesson there. I don't know. We'll save that one for last. This one's Ooey Gooey Monster Goes for a Hike. Which, I know it's not camping, but it's the Ooey Gooey Monster. And it was just a cute book about being outside and being outdoors. This one I think is probably my favorite. Clint and I had a good laugh about this. This one is called Beatrice. I can't even. There. Nope. Clint, help me. They can't see it.
Tilt it back
Back.
and
Cover
get
my face.
and sit down.
Well, you can't see it then. It's called Beatrice, the Little Red Camper Gets Rescued.
There.
Or the Little Camper Gets Rescued. And it has like pretty bad clip art. Look at that trailer. It's so sad. It's about like an old rusty vintage trailer that gets pulled out and refurbished because, you know, that's the thing to do. But the illustrations are absolutely hilarious. So, who else is here? What do you want me to read? You want me to read one?
I do.
Okay, Clint, which one should I read?
Hey, everybody. So I think
Clint is here and PJ's here. They're just
we're here.
over there.
We're supporting, but I wanted story time.
Okay,
Focus story time.
a focused story time.
So I got me out because I can't focus on anything.
Okay, what story should I read?
What was the mouse one?
The tent mouse and the
Yeah.
RV mouse?
Yeah. Does it have good pictures?
It does. It has cute little illustrations.
Okay. I'm gonna
right.
sit on the floor over here, cross-legged like.
Okay. The Tent Mouse and the RV Mouse by Loretta Sponsler. Forgot how to read books out loud. Leaf by leaf, bloom by bloom, spring had pushed its way past winter. All the creatures who had huddled deep during the cold months were now eager to be out and explore. Thomas Tent Mouse was busy getting ready for his first camping trip of the year. He gathered his gear, prepared his supplies, and studied his maps. I should invite my cousin Harvey to join me, Thomas said. We will have many adventures, and he will love camping in a tent. Thomas set off for Harvey's house. Oh, look at that cute little trailer. Harvey, let's go camping together. Sounds like a splendid plan, Thomas. My RV is ready to go. I was hoping, Harvey, that you could join me camping in my tent. After all, in a tent, you're closer to nature, right in the action. Would we be safe in a tent, Thomas? A snake could slither in, or an owl could swoop down and eat us. We would be someone's dinner, all wrapped up to go. Thomas laughed. Cousin, you worry too much. We will be fine. Besides, tents are the only way to camp. Harvey RV Mouse did not agree that tents were the only way to camp, but he loved his cousin, so he agreed to the adventure. At first light, the cousins set out. They hiked many miles and saw many things. By dinner time, they reached their campsite. The cousins went straight to work setting up the tent. They gathered wood and built a fire. Thomas cooked dinner over the flames. They roasted marshmallows and told stories. Harvey looked around, but he saw no other tents, only trees and shadows. He inched closer to the fire, but worry had begun to grow inside him. As it grew dark, the cousins zipped up the tent and crawled into their sleeping bags. Harvey became nervous. He could hear all the night creatures. Something scratched and slithered nearby, and an owl shrieked overhead. He imagined all the things that could eat him during the night. To make matters worse, rocks jabbed at his side as he laid down. Harvey buried his head in his pillow and dreamed of his strong RV where he felt safe. It was a long night. Yeah, that's why we all stopped tent camping, right? The rocks in our sides. In the morning, the sun rose, and Harvey's spirits rose with it. The cousins were happy once more, and the day was filled with many amazing adventures, like tubing and fishing. Even though I don't know how a mouse is supposed to eat a fish. Tiniest fish ever. When the mice returned to their campsite, Harvey's heart sank. He felt that their fun day would be spoiled by another night in the tent. It looks like a storm is coming, Thomas said. We better get to bed. That night, the wind raged and the tent raged with it. Lightning flashed and thunder boomed. Rain drenched the tent. Soon a leak sprang open right on Harvey's head. Drip, 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 all night long. In the morning, Harvey stormed, "It's time to go home. Next time we go camping, we're going in my RV." "Camping in an RV will feel like we never left home," Thomas protested. "How do we connect to nature when we're stuck inside?" Harvey laughed. "Cousin, once you try it, you will never use your tent again. RVs are the only way to camp." Thomas Tent Mouse did not agree that RVs were the only way to camp, but he loved his cousin, so he agreed to the adventure. In 2 weeks' time, the cousins set out on their next camping trip. They drove many miles and saw many things. By dinner time, they reached their campsite. The cousins went straight to work setting up the RV. They set out chairs and rugs and even tablecloths and lanterns. Harvey cooked their dinner in his oven and served it on fancy dishes. Thomas looked around, but he saw little nature, only row after row of other RVs. He heard motors humming and music coming from a distant radio. Thomas longed for his simple tent set in a secluded spot. As it grew dark, the cousins closed the door of the RV and crawled into their beds. Thomas became frustrated. They had traveled so far, but he felt that he was still in a house, not camping outdoors. He could not feel the wind, nor hear the night creatures, nor smell the blooming flowers. To make matters worse, a clock kept ticking and talking. Thomas buried his head in his pillow and dreamed of his own little tent where he could feel connected to nature. It was a long night. In the morning, the sun rose, and Thomas's spirits rose with it. The cousins were happy once more, and the day was filled with new friends and many amazing adventures. When the mice returned to their campsite, Thomas's heart sank. He felt that their fun day would be spoiled by another night in the RV. "It looks like a storm is coming," Harvey said. "We better get to bed." That night, the wind raged, lightning flashed, and thunder boomed. Thomas watched the storm from the window, but he felt nothing. No wind blew in his whiskers, and no rain touched his fur. Blip, 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 the thunder barely whispered in his ears. In the morning, Thomas stormed, "It's time to go home. Next time we go camping, we are going in my tent." Harvey RV Mouse looked at his cousin Thomas Tent Mouse and smiled. "Next time we go camping, I should stay in my RV." Thomas smiled back, "And I should stay in my tent." Together they said, "It's okay to like different things." Oh. The end.
All right, Lindsay.
Yes.
You're the teacher here. What's the moral of that story?
The moral of the story is RV camping is better than tent camping.
I heard that the whole way through. Absolutely.
The moral of the story is there's no right way. There's just the way that you prefer.
Okay.
Right?
Cool. PJ, what is she going to read next?
I have already put in my vote.
Okay.
I want to know what the heck is in the Grandpa's Denture book.
You ready for that, Lindsay?
No.
It
You
just-
make me
I just can't
read this
imagine.
weird book.
We haven't pre-qualified these books.
Yeah, I've never actually looked at this, but I
You gonna do it?
okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. I can't. Like, okay, it literally starts with once upon a time, long, long ago, I helped a good friend chew fast and chew slow. When you get older, your teeth fall out, it's said. So a good doctor makes a new set of teeth for your head. Some call it false teeth, others call it dentures. So white, whatever they call it, I come out at night.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Look how happy he is. My job was so easy, it was not a chore to work. I would chew tasty vitals and smile at the store clerk. What are vittles?
Vittles. Vittles.
I've literally never heard the word vittles.
Didn't you watch, like, Beverly Hillbillies?
No.
Well, Vittles is another
It's for food.
food.
Yeah, it's snacking.
All right.
What do you eat?
I mean, there used to be cat food called Vittles and Bits.
What? Yeah, no, it was not Vittles and Bits.
Kibbles and Bits?
Kibbles. It was not Vittles.
It is Giblets and Bits.
Giblets and bits. Dentures are made to help bite and chew the tasty food that is good for you. But sometimes when you bite, you might be out of luck. When you bite things like apples, you might get stuck. He's so flippin' happy, he doesn't even care.
This is a children's book.
Grandpa and Ivory have playtime, you see. Okay, so the teeth are named Ivory. The teeth have a name.
I'm sorry.
I can come outside when the kids are near me. Ooh. Grandpa and I have superpowers, you know. We can make children laugh and have their faces glow. With his finger in my teeth, he can give it a wiggle, and then the children laugh, smile, and giggle.
Oh.
Can I stop now?
No, this is
No.
fantastic. I'm on the edge of my seat and I'm not even sitting.
I think we're going to go camping eventually.
Oh,
Grandpa takes me wherever he goes. He smiles as he walks by the people he knows. We walk to get exercise in the rain, wind, or sun. Every day is an adventure. It's fun, fun, fun. At the start of each day and before bedtime at night, Grandpa brushes my ivory teeth to keep me healthy and bright. I love to get cleaned. It gives my gums a treat. It tickles my mouth and it can't be beat. Those dentures look like they're enjoying it a little too much.
Okay, so would this book be in the camping section?
I
I mean, it says camping on the front.
Are we gonna go camping? Because I don't know how much longer I can read about teeth.
You're
Then-
not reading about teeth. You're reading about dentures.
Fake teeth. Then I get to swim at night in a pool just for
Oh, my
me.
goodness.
And my 2-eye teeth, so far, far I can see. And with my 2-eye teeth,
Yeah, eye teeth. Your vampire teeth are eye teeth. Your canines.
okay, so when he takes his teeth out,
Uh-huh.
they grow eyes and they can see.
Yeah, yeah. It's a play on words.
As the sun came up, I could see Grandpa in a flurry. He and Grandma were packing the car in a hurry. Something's happening.
We're finally going camping.
To a new adventure. It's fun. We're going to embark. What? That doesn't rhyme.
They're trying their best.
We were going to embark, going camping with Grandpa's family to a nearby state park. Hiking and fishing and roasting marshmallows was certainly a treat. I was so excited to be in the front seat. So off we traveled to the mountains and trees to be with nature's, the birds, and the bees. That kind of looks like my trailer. Then all of a sudden, our car started smoking, huffing and chugging. The engine was choking. We had to pull over. Grandpa thought it was best. Up the mountain we stopped to give it a rest. In the meadow we saw the wildflowers so pretty and bright. The colors, the breeze was such a delight. Ah, my car's smoking. Ha 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 ha. Grandpa made lunch and had a picnic for fun. We ate and hiked and played games in the sun. Grandpa sat me on a post as I watched quietly while he napped and snored under a big pine tree. The new mountain adventure was awesome at most. I could see all the beauty from my guardrail post. He just puts his teeth on the fence post right here. Wait, right here. Safekeeping. With my eye teeth, I could see such a beautiful sight. The mountain road, the wildflowers, and the family taking flight. They were driving away fast like a swift summer breeze. Wait, come back. Please, please, please. I tried to call out, but I was now on my own. Grandpa was with them, and I was all alone.
This was your pick, PJ.
No.
You chose this. You voted
But
for
I
this
was
one.
not alone, I thought for a while. I am handsome and shiny and have a great smile. I could make some new friends as the mountain creatures gathered. Having family and friends is really what mattered. But you don't have either. They all left you. Mr. Bear was kind of grumpy and Miss Fox was a little sad. But a smile can change the world, I said. Makes life not so bad. Smile for a while is what Grandpa always said. I wonder what Grandpa's doing with no teeth in his head.
What grandpa out there takes like a handful of shrooms and dreams up this idea to write this story?
I don't know. He forgot me and his smile. I'm sure he would come back. He would find me, I know, and we'd get back on track. Where are you, Ivory? Grandpa soon went searching. He didn't remember on the guardrail I was perching. By the campfire that day, thinking on thoughts that he had, if I can only remember, and that would make me feel glad. Who wrote this?
I don't know, but it's touching. It's really
By the
heartfelt.
campfire that day, thinking on thoughts that he had, if I can only remember, and that would make me feel glad. That's a stretch.
Yeah.
Then Grandpa remembered. I was on the guardrail. It was on the guardrail he sat. Let's go get Ivory. Get my coat. Get my hat. While Ivory and friends watched many cars pass by, he would keep smiling and hope one would catch his eye. As the sun was setting low on this mountain so high, Ivory heard Grandpa's voice, excited and with a sigh. Hey, Ivory. I'm so happy that you're safe and I found you at last. Now let's go have some fun and put our worries in the past. Grandpa held on to me firm as we headed down south. Really, the safest place for me is in Grandpa's mouth. We waved goodbye to the new friends I made high on the mountaintop near the trees by the glade. Thank you for teaching us, the animals grinned with a smile. It made all of us happy to smile for a while. Home at last, so safe, home at last, so sound. It's an adventure to be lost, but even better to be found. I'm so glad I made new friends and good wishes I'll be sending. And if you keep on smiling, it's always a happy ending. There's Ivory and there's Pearl, the Denture's girlfriends.
Oh, no.
All right.
Okay, I just, sorry about this. I have to interrupt story time because
Okay, but they didn't even go
What the hell?
camping. They didn't even
Okay.
go camping, did they?
this was in the camping. If you Google children's camping books, this is what you get.
This is what you get.
And you
Can
deserve
we,
it.
Can we contact the author and say, what were you thinking?
We can write
How
our...
old is that book? Because first of all, Grandpa has denture. I mean, is it to train kids to identify what dentures are
I think
and not
it's-
be scared of them?
Okay, the back of it says, do you remember when your grandpa or maybe even your grandma would pull their false teeth out of their mouth and make funny faces? I sure do.
No, I do remember them on the sink, but yeah, that was a whole long time ago.
Parents, grandparents, family, and friends will have fun sharing this book with the youngest of readers. Grandpa and Ivory offer many fun teaching moments for kids, covering topics like overcoming disappointment and how to make new friends. A smile can brighten your day in the world around you, and how to see the bright side when things don't turn out the way you want.
Yes, but you have to get over the first horrific idea that the teeth come out of Grandpa's mouth and talk to you and live on a fence post.
Ugh. All right.
So many questions.
No, we're definitely putting that book out for sale here at Princess Craft. So if
it
you're
could be yours.
interested.
We would even mail it to you, along
Yep.
with a really big question of why.
Why?
Why? Okay, that was. I cannot imagine. I can't imagine.
You really can't imagine?
I can't imagine. I just heard it and I can't imagine. When I heard the title of the book, I thought, well, you know, how bad can it be? Well, that's how bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
So what are y'all up to? What?
I was gonna say, hold up some of the other books because we're gonna put them all out,
Let's see.
but maybe riff on the titles a little
Oh,
bit.
did we go through the other box? Did
Yep.
we go through both boxes?
Yep, this is all of them.
I mean, a camping spree with Mr.
I know. I
McGee
think this
looks
one is my favorite.
kind of cute.
I mean, I haven't read it, but
Oh, wait. So I just read I realize I'm jumping
Hold it
in
up.
here, but they were snoring and snoozing, enjoying a dream, when splash went the camper right into the stream.
yeah.
Now, is that not terrifying for a kid?
How are you not gonna
Don't
read the whole
bother
book
taking
now?
a nap in the camper. It might roll into the stream.
Like literally every movie and book is terrifying on some level.
Really?
Yeah,
though?
that's how we prep them. That's how we prep them for the real world of camping.
I mean, even the raccoon in the tree
PJ.
looks petrified.
They're over here.
Okay, I know, but I couldn't either. I don't know. I haven't learned the drill. Maybe I need to figure out where I left my dentures. But, I mean, and then they're floating down the stream.
I know, but look at the pictures in that one. They're so pretty. I like the
They
pictures
are
in that one.
pretty.
Look at the pictures in this
But
one.
he looks terrified going down the stream.
Oh, yeah, of course he is.
Oh, now they're going to go over a waterfall.
This book has, this is Goodnight Campsite, and it has like driving RVs, teardrops, pop-ups, class whatevers,
That red thing's a tent.
tent. It has all the different
And
types of
those are
camping.
turtles, right? They're carrying their campers on their back.
Look at that. These illustrations crack me up, though.
Good night campsite. That looks so sweet. Is it sweet?
It's sweet, but like the
The illustrations aren't so great.
what's happening here? It's just
Kind of a
very weird.
mess. Okay, so sorry to jump
Yes.
back in again. Camping spree with Mr. McGee. That's hard with this light. So the next thing that happens here is that they're about to go over a waterfall, but their trailer gets stuck on a rock, and then a nearsighted bear grabs onto their trailer and pulls them back on land.
Sounds epic. Hey, Lindsay.
Yes.
Nikki says I'm gonna have to get Brielle some books for the camper.
Okay, just don't get
Yeah.
Brielle the
denture one.
The
Grandpa's
denture one.
Dentures. No.
Get her this one because it's cute and it has a teardrop like you guys
And-
have.
And the moral of the story at the end is they decided to camp in the backyard instead.
Legit. That's fine. You get to
Because it's
still
so
camp.
scary out there and you
No,
could fall
because-
into the water and a bear
because-
would have to save you.
Because it takes a while to get used to camping, and so they're starting out by camping in their backyard, which we encourage people to do all the time.
Okay. Not buying it, just so you know.
I like that one.
I do not like that one. I mean, really. Don't take a rest in your camper. It might slide over the waterfall.
There has to be conflict in
You're
a book.
overreacting to a
Yes.
simplified story.
There
Yeah,
has to
well-
be conflict.
But what are kids going to do? I don't know. I'm not reading that to my kids. It's not their favorite bedtime story.
Penguin appear. Okay.
I do like this Llama Llama book. And I love the pictures. Look.
Yeah, Llama Llama's cute.
Look. How cute is that? So you should read Llama Llama.
Scaredy Squirrel, warning, Scaredy Squirrel insists you check your zippers before reading this book.
What?
Scaredy Squirrel is scared of everything, and this is more like a, I don't know. It's a hard book to read out loud because there's just a lot of things happening. But it's, I don't know, it's super cute. Teachable book about, what's worth it.
Okay, pick up another book.
Okay, well, I will tell you.
No one can see what you're seeing.
I know.
The camping trip, this one, I flipped through it. There's
That
nothing
one's-
outrageous or scary. They talk about maybe being scared when it gets dark because it feels different. Or they talk about their backpack is too heavy. When they're hiking, they get tired. Maybe they brought too much stuff. Parts of it is done with like a comic strip with pictures. So This is an awesome book.
Yeah, that one's cool.
The camping trip. Okay, here's
This-
my 2 picks so far.
This is Beatrice, the little camper gets rescued. So they basically find a camper and they shine her up so that she's not sad anymore. She's happy. The pictures are horrible, but it's hilarious. When it rained, my walls would leak. Look at her. She's so sad. In the snow, when the snow melted in spring, I would leak some more.
Well, that's kind of what happens, right?
Yeah. Look at
What?
the pictures are just hilarious. So they basically take her down to the studs here, but she still has
That
a
was
smile.
gruesome.
Yeah.
I don't think they used anesthetic or anything.
She's like see-through now. And then she got new windows and a new roof.
Well, if you're redoing a camper, that would be a great book to share with kids.
And
Hey, let's send that to our friends.
Trailer trashing?
Yeah,
Trailer
let's send that to our friends.
trashing.
They have a new baby.
a new baby. That was like a year and
Oh.
a half ago.
Well, younger than my babies, therefore new to me.
Okay.
Steve Lancaster, man, sorry I joined late. This seems like a normal day in my life. Well, Steve, all you missed was me reading a book about a grandpa's dentures getting taken out of his mouth and being left
Wait,
on a fence
Doesn't
post.
Steve teach high school?
Are you a teacher, Steve?
I think so.
Yeah.
You need to be truly horrified by some of these books. We're not helping kids learn to be adventurous or good campers, in my opinion. So,
Well, there's a couple good ones. I'm definitely going to read all of them to my kids,
good.
and I'll give you the
Those are the two that
the
I
kids
think are best.
review. Anybody doing anything this weekend?
Any good adult camping books?
There was a lot of those. There are so many kids camping journals, kids survival books, like really fun stuff like that on there. That's mostly what I found. It was hard to find
That
just like
sounds cool.
storybooks, but yeah, like kids daily log, kids scavenger hunt books.
Kids activities.
Kids plant and animal identifying books. It's like stuff like that seemed pretty cool. So
Well, everybody looks for books. I would love to hear how you talk to your kids about camping and what you guys do when you're out there. Because kids need that. They need input. They like stories. They need chatting.
they need chatting.
Yeah, about what's going on,
It's true.
don't you think?
It's true.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I jumped in on this. I just
Okay.
could not imagine with that denture book. I could not imagine.
Well, now can you imagine?
Now I'm still horrified. I'm still horrified.
I am. It's really trippy thinking about how that book even was conceived, and actually someone spent that much time.
Someone got that published. Like,
Yeah.
How old is it? Let's see, where is it? Let's see if we can find it in our pile. I mean, maybe it's a 25-year-old book.
I don't know. I doubt it.
Because, yeah, I don't know.
2020.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
This
brand
is
new
this
book.
is this is someone who had a bucket list item. I'm going to write a children's book, and hey,
Aw.
pandemic is a perfect time.
In honor of my grandpa, I'm sure. Somewhere in here.
Aw, let's not bash it anymore. Now I
Oh,
feel
we-
bad.
Adventures of Grandpa's Dentures.
That we count as one cell.
Ivory goes camping. Well,
Just like the first 3 pages explaining what dentures are is enough for me.
I guess.
All right. Well, not quite the adventure of the Oregon Trail, but I hope y'all had fun. We'll be back next Friday. We'll come up with something fun to do, fun to talk about, and I guess that's it. You got anything else?
I don't know. I may have to put my feet up and do a little more reading. I'm going to read some of the good books. So, yes. I'm going to rate these and post which ones are good so you'll know which ones to buy. somebody might need some good suggestions. And I'm obviously opinionated. I'm just horrified. Anyway, nope, that's it. That's it.
Cool.
It's Friday.
We'll see you next time.
Beautiful
Oh,
weather here.
it's Rex Manning Day. Happy Rex Manning Day.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Lindsay brought donuts because it's Rex Manning Day
It
this
is.
morning. So we've been celebrating all day long.
It's true.
Yes. And as soon as we're done here, instead of having our TV show the monitor, it will go back to Rex Manning Day. Right?
Yeah, it hasn't been that since you left, but we can put it back on.
Well, we got to.
We've been working
Come on,
so
enjoy
hard.
the afternoon.
If
But-
y'all are planning on signing up for the rally, you better hurry. They're almost out of spots. I think that's the last thing I have to say.
Yeah, literally almost out of spots. Call Lindsay if you have questions.
Happy Friday. Have a good weekend.
Happy Friday, guys.
Bye.